Hey, what's up, guys? This is Mike Patrick. So look, I wanted to do this video right here just to give y'all an example of like an alternative way of teaching your children, okay? And so I just thought about it. This is not just for the camera, but it's gonna be the first time I'm recording this. Now, as you guys know, my children are homeschooled, okay? And so I understand that for a lot of people, okay, a lot of children aren't they're not maximizing their potential to learn, and learning is not conducive to them just by sitting in a classroom and being still. A lot of them are bored. You know, kids naturally are kind of ADHD. That's when you got your most energy, and your attention span is not as, you know, as focused. You're not as focused as you probably would be when you grow up or whatever. And so for a lot of our children, we gotta kind of be on the move and keeping them engaged and interested, okay? So a more effective way that I find with my child, I don't know, I can't speak for everybody's child. Some people, it is a better learning environment to just be sitting down in a classroom or whatever. But so for example, I'm gonna just show y'all some examples of how one of our days may go, or any given day may go, or, you know what I mean, as far as teaching him. When it comes to me and teaching my children, teaching never stops, you know what I'm saying? And so now we do the traditional stuff, sitting down, writing, you know, knowing what you got to know, whatever is required by the school system for homeschooling, knowing what you got to know. But you know what I mean? But you know, it's just a more conducive way for them to learn, you know what I'm saying? And so for example, all right, ¿cómo estás?
Estoy bien.
All right, so we do little stuff like this, and I be learning stuff too. Like, you know what I mean? I will just be, whatever we doing, we could be out and about, whatever, and I'll just throw something at them, you know what I mean, or whatever, and then we learn better that way, you know what I mean? So, like, for example, with the times tables, like, you know what I mean, I just had them, we was just doing some football drills, but then just on the drop of a dime, I'm like, okay, what's 2 times 2? You know what I mean? Like that. Or what's 4 times 4? And then whatever he has trouble with, we work on it right then and there, and we think of different little creative ways to get him to learn it. So if it seemed like he's stumped on something, he's not getting it one way, you have to figure out another type of way to teach them. It's not necessarily that. One thing that we had problems with in the past, guys, is that we got wrote off, you know, as being having learning disabilities a lot of time, and they tag us with different things. And it's not because we wasn't able to learn certain things, but it's because the teacher wasn't necessarily teaching us in a way that we can learn. And you know what I mean? I understand in the school, that's why this is so important, one-on-one, because in the school, when it's 12 or 13 kids in a class or something like that, and everybody may learn different and things like that, you can't cater to people all the time, you know what I mean? And so but in defense to certain children, it's not that they're incapable of learning certain things. You just got to teach it to them in a way that's conducive to them to learn, you know what I mean, to be able to learn. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Mi nombre es Napoleon.
And so 5 times 5?
25.
All right, let's get some jabs. Footwork. Pop it. Snap it. 2. Snap it. Snap it. Jab 2. Jab 2. Faster. Faster. Come on, come on. All right. Let me see, what else was we just going over? I mean, and then, like I said, I don't want to make it too, because I wanted to be natural, but this is like, you know, this is kind of the type of stuff we do when it comes to learning. So my point is, like, we do math, we just be out and about, we be practicing math, and it's more practical things that he's going to actually use. That's another thing too, you know what I mean? So we do math, we do Spanish, you know what I mean? We do English. Oh, we just went over that. So look, what's the difference? Okay, how do you spell there? If I say there in the backyard, Mike and Napoleon's in the backyard, there in the backyard. Mike and Napoleon, there in the backyard.
Their.
All right. How do you spell there? Like, for example, Champ, go over there.
There.
Yep. All right. So, like, just see how this is practical. You see what I'm saying? And learning on the fly, and learning on the go. You know what I mean? So this is the type of things we do, and I'm doing this to show you guys and give you an example, you know what I mean, of how people learn differently, and different effective learning styles and teaching styles and ways of doing things, okay? Plus we out here, he's constantly moving because all my children got energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's better for his attention span because he's constantly moving, he constantly doing something, getting sunlight, getting fresh air, you know what I mean? All these different things, activity, while he learning. You see what I'm saying? While he learning the same stuff that he could be learning if he was just sitting down in the classroom. All right, guys, hopefully this was a helpful video. Peace.